Hey everyone, Dustin here. I'm doing experiment 4 with the Tessel 2 and Johnny 5. This one has to do with using these buttons. You press these down, it tells when you do a press or a release, and it'll just do things like, you can get it to do whatever you want. You can get it to print to the console, which the first thing we'll see does, or control these LEDs. So like I said, the first one, it gets a reference to the button. When you press it, it prints to the console, button pressed. When you release it, button released. So, simple enough. We press this button, we see on the console, pressed, released. And that really just gives you an idea of what this thing's doing, kind of how it's working. So, the next one is, let me see, button single. Now they actually have you do this thing where you do dash single or something to load up the file just itself, but I wanted to get each of these separate, so I've done separate files for each. It means that it'll take a little longer to load, but then I can show each of them. Okay, and this one is this one. And these are all, until we get to blinking two LEDs, they're really variations on the same thing. Like this one, instead of printing to the console, we're just turning the LED on and off that we've gotten a reference to. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still waiting for this thing to load. There we go. So you see I push the button, LED comes on, life is good. Next one, we'll pulse the LED. So that's button blink. And really this is, as before, just a variation of the same thing. Just instead of turning it on, you can see it blinks every 500 milliseconds. And when you let up, it turns it off. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. So I'll press this. And you can see it's blinking. As long as I'm holding the button down, it's blinking. But when I let go, it'll call that command to turn it off and it will stop. So blinking, stop blinking. And the next one's really the one that's the most different. And this one is buttons blink, I think. Buttons LEDs. I actually had to write this one up a little different because I didn't want to change a bunch of stuff, like rewire stuff, so it looks a little different in mine than it does in the actual tutorial, just in terms of like what pins I'm referencing, but it does the same thing. Really the only thing to see here is, we get the LEDs, get the reference to the buttons, and it's using the index of the button to tell which LED to turn on, and that's how it controls it. So you'll see that turn that one on, turns that one on. And you just flip them back and forth just as much as you want. You could just do this all day if you wanted to. And who wouldn't? But that's it really. That is experiment 4. And I will post a link to the GitHub repo, and thank you for watching. Bye.